Welcome. Before we begin, take a deep breath in and let it go. We'll begin in a child's pose at the back of the mat with the knees wide. Drag your big toes to touch and send your hips back and down to meet your heels. Walk your arms out long in front of you and allow your forehead to melt down and kiss your mat. Whatever you're holding on to, tension, stress, expectation, allow it to soften. Like the waves, let yourself ebb and flow, releasing what no longer serves you. This practice is an invitation to create space, to move with ease, and to reconnect with yourself. So take your time, listen to your body, and let's begin. We'll walk our hands over to the right side of your mat, really lengthening your left arm out long and bending your right arm in to focus the stretch on the whole left side of your torso. Another deep inhale in through the nose, let your ribcage expand, and a long, effortless exhale out. Gently work on walking your hands back to the center of the mat, and then take your arms over to the left side. Maybe bend your left arm in to focus the stretch. On each breath in, can you create a little more space in the right side of your ribcage? And on each exhale out, can you melt your right hip point down a little deeper towards your right heel? Slowly work on coming back to the center. And on your next breath in, roll your spine all the way up into a tabletop position, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. And just coming to some cat-cows. On your next exhale, round your spine, draw your shoulder blades across your back, chin to chest. Inhale to drop the belly down, squeeze the shoulder blades together, gaze up. Exhale to round to cat pose, chin to chest, tuck your tailbone in. Inhale to drop the belly, squeeze the shoulder blades, gaze up, open. Exhale to round, chin to chest, scoop your tailbone in. You might tuck your toes and stretch the soles of your feet. Take some hip circles, rounding your spine, pressing hips to heels. Inhaling, arching, coming forwards. Exhaling, rounding, pressing back. Just focusing on releasing any stagnant energy trapped in the body. Releasing what this looks like and really focusing on what this feels like. Reverse directions if you haven't already. Come back to tabletop. Inhale to lift your right arm up towards the sky, gaze up, twist open. Exhale, thread the right arm underneath the left, hover. Inhale to lift, twist your torso. Exhale, thread the right arm under the left, hover. Last one, inhale, lift. Exhale, thread the right arm underneath the left, and then drop the right cheek down onto the mat, coming into thread the needle pose. Make sure the weight is evenly distributed in both of your knees. And if you'd like, you can stay, or if you'd like a little more, maybe you create a bind with your left arm behind your back. Left palm faces up towards the sky. Send your breath into your shoulder. Unbind. Float your left palm back down onto the mat. Inhale to lift your right arm all the way back up towards the sky. Gaze up, twist open. And exhale to drop your right palm down onto the mat, fingertips face the knees. Extend your right leg long back behind you, start on your toes, and just take a moment to shift your weight forwards and back, stretching the inside of the wrist, the calf, the hamstring. Pivot the left shin to face the long edge of the mat and ground your right heel down, right toes face the long edge of the mat. Take a moment to take big circles with your right arm in one direction, just opening your shoulder girdle, opening your chest. And when you're content, meet me with your right bicep in line with your ear. Take a side bend towards the top of the mat, palm faces down, deep breath in. Long exhale out. Inhale to pop up into a half knee stand. Bend your back knee. Right toes face the back of the mat. Draw your right forearm on top of your right thigh and stretch your left arm up and take a side bend towards the back of the mat. Extended side angle modification. Slowly walk your hands all the way back to the top of the mat. Meet me in a plank pose. Lower down knees, chest, chin. Inhale to take a back bend, open your chest, gaze up. And on your exhale, melt all the way back down onto the belly. Shoulder pigeon. Extend your left arm out in line with your shoulder. Bend your right knee and roll over towards your extended arm. Right foot comes right behind your left thigh. You might extend your right arm up towards the sky and bend your arm behind your back, focusing on squeezing your shoulder blades together, opening your chest. Or maybe you stay with your right fingertips teepeed next to your chest. Take what feels best. Just breathing into your left shoulder. Allow the right knee to open up and out to the side. Open the hips. Slowly work on coming all the way back down onto the belly, back to center. And ground down through the forearms, coming into a Sphinx pose. From here, we'll grab opposite elbows just to check the distance. Make sure that your elbows are stacking right underneath your shoulders. Soften your shoulders down away from your ears. Lift your chest up. And energetically press your elbows down into the mat and envision squeezing them in towards your ribcage. On each inhale, draw your gaze up towards the sky, open the throat. And on each exhale, draw your chin down towards your chest, gaze down in between your arms to feel a deep stretch in the back of the neck and the upper spine. Inhale to lift, gaze up. Exhale, chin to chest, gaze down. Link your movement with breath a few more rounds. If you'd like a little less, you can also walk your feet out about match distance apart so you have less of a back bend. Honor however your body's feeling today and just notice what's showing up. Notice where you can soften and let go. Come down and create a pillow with your forearms. Bend your knees, and then just windshield wiper the knees left and right, just resetting the lower spine. Round down through the palms and send your hips up and back, meeting in downward facing dog. Taking your dog for a walk, pedaling left and right, stretching your hamstrings. Sending your weight into your thumb, your index, and your pinky finger knuckles, not your wrists. Slowly melt your knees back down onto the mat, setting up for the other side, ground down through the right hand. Inhale, lift your left arm long up towards the sky, gaze up, twist open. Exhale, thread the left arm underneath the right, hover. Inhale to extend the left arm up towards the sky, gaze up, twist your chest. Exhale, left arm threads underneath the right, hover. Inhale to lift, twist open. Exhale, thread the left arm underneath the right, and drop the left cheek down onto your mat, thread the needle pose. Feeling a deep stretch in the left shoulder. Evenly distribute the weight through both of the knees stacking right underneath the hips. If you'd like to take a bind, lift your right arm up towards the sky and bind your arm behind your back, palm faces up. Open your chest. Release the bind. Plant your right palm back down onto the mat. Inhale to lift your left arm all the way back up to the sky. Gaze up, twist open. Exhale to plant the left palm down. Fingertips face the knees. Extend the left leg long back behind you. Start on your toes. And again, just rock the weight forwards and back. Stretching inside of the wrist, calf, and hamstring. Pivot the right shin to face the long edge of the mat. Ground down through the left heel. Take big circles with your left arm in one direction, opening your chest, massaging your shoulder girdle. Shift your hips forwards. Meet me with your bicep in line with your ear. Take a side bend towards the top of the mat. Deep stretch all the way from fingertips to the left blade edge of your foot. On your next breath in, pop up into a half knee stand. Pivot your back toes to face the back of the mat. Left forearm comes down onto the left thigh. Right arm rises and take a side bend towards the back of the mat. Modified extended side angle. Peel your chest up, gaze up underneath your right armpit. Cartwheel your arms down and slowly walk your hands all the way back to the top of the mat, meeting back in a plank pose. Lower down knees, chest, chin. Inhale to take a back bend. Exhale to melt all the way back down. Extend your right arm out long past your shoulder. Bend your left knee and roll over towards your extended arm. Left toes come right behind the right thigh. Allow your left knee to open up and out to the side. Open your hip. Focus your breath into your right shoulder. If you'd like to create a bind, create a little more. Extend your left arm up towards the sky and either take a bind behind your back or focus on squeezing your shoulder blades together and cactusing your arm. Take what feels best. Just opening your chest. Slowly work on coming all the way back down onto the belly. Come back to center. From here, we'll walk our fingertips out 10 and 2. Point your elbows up towards the sky, setting up for an oscillating cobra pose. Tuck your chin in towards your chest. Take a deep breath in and extend your elbows. Lift your chest, gaze up to the sky. And on your exhale, slowly melt all the way back down, let it go. Inhale to extend your arms, lift your chest, gaze up, deep back bend. Exhale, slowly melt all the way back down, let it go. Last one, elbows up, chin to chest. Inhale, extend, lift, gaze up, open the throat. Exhale, slowly melt all the way back down, let it go. Create a pillow with your forearms and just gently sway your hips left and right, reset. Setting up for Dhanurasana, bow pose. Bend your back knees and try to reach and grab your feet from behind with your hands. Actively kick your feet into your hands. Lift your chest up, lift your thighs up, press your pelvis down. Keep lifting, keep gazing forwards. Deep breath in. Long exhale out, let it go. Ground down through the palms, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale to kick your right leg up and back. Exhale, slowly draw the knee in towards the nose. Plant the foot right in between the hands. Drop the back knee down, untuck the back toes. Inhale, swoop your arms up. Exhale, sink your hips low. Cactus your arms, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Draw your hands down to frame the front foot. And on your next exhale, extend the front leg long, come into a half split. Inhale to bend the front knee, ground down through the front foot. Exhale to extend the front leg long, half split, deep stretch in your hamstring. Inhale to bend, shift your hips forwards, deep stretch in your quad. Exhale to extend, half split. Bend the front knee, ground down through the front foot, ground down through the left palm. Inhale to lift the right arm up towards the sky, gaze up, twist open, revolve lunge. Drop the back knee down, come all the way up, and take a back bend towards the back of the mat. Left arm rises up towards the sky, right arm slides down the left thigh. Slowly draw your hands down to frame the front foot, tuck the back toe, lift the back knee, and heel toe the right foot over to the left side of the mat, setting up for pigeon pose. Right knee drops right behind the right wrist. Sit up nice and tall, square your hips, and then as soon as you're ready, fold down to whatever height setting feels best over the front shin. You can stay up on your palms, you can come down onto your forearms, or maybe you come down onto the belly and create a pillow with the forearms. Just allowing yourself to let go here, creating a little more ease, a little more space. Notice what your inner dialogue is telling you right now, and notice if you can do the pose without the story. If it's in your practice, maybe you press yourself up, bend the back knee, and try to reach and grab the back foot with your right hand, actively squeezing your heel in towards your glute, or working towards that. Release the bind, sit up nice and tall, and pop your weight onto your right hip. Ground down through both of your sitting points. Inhale, arms rise all the way up towards the sky. Twist your chest to face the right, and on your exhale, bend down towards the left. Left arm comes to the inside of the left leg. Gaze up underneath the right armpit. If it's in your practice, you might create a bind with your foot, holding onto your foot with both of your hands and peeling your chest up. Slowly come all the way back up. Draw your hands to the top of the mat, pivot on your back toe, and press it back, downward facing dog. Just taking a moment to notice the difference on each side right now. Walking it out. Inhale, left leg rises up towards the sky. And on your exhale, slowly draw the left knee in towards the nose. Plant the foot right in between the hands. Drop the back knee down. Inhale, arms rise all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, sink the hips a little lower. Cactus the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, place the hands back down to frame the front foot. And on your exhale, extend the front leg, half split. Come up onto the heel. Inhale, bend the front knee, shift your weight forwards, deep stretch in your quad. Exhale, shift your weight back, half split, deep stretch in your hamstring. Inhale to shift forwards, lift your chest. Exhale to shift back, lengthen the front leg. Inhale, come forwards, ground down through the right hand, lift the back knee, left arm rises up towards the sky, revolved runner's lunge. Gaze up. Square your hips. Drop your back knee, take a back bend towards the back of the mat, right arm rises up towards the sky, left arm slides down the right thigh. Inhale to come all the way back, frame the front foot. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee, and then heel toe the left foot over to the right side of the mat, sitting up for pigeon pose. Left knee comes right behind the left wrist. Make sure that the top of the back thigh is pressing into the top of the mat. And whenever you're ready, fold over your front shin at whatever height setting feels best. Just giving yourself permission to relax and let go. Maybe you find some movement and gently sway the hips left and right, just easing into this. Soften your shoulders down, away from your ears. Unclench your jaw. Come back to your breath. Maybe you work on pressing yourself back up now, and if you'd like, bend your back knee and try to reach and grab the back foot with your left arm. Bending your elbow up towards the sky, squeezing your heel towards your glute. Shift your hips forwards, lift your chest up. Release the back foot, ground down through the hands. Shift your weight into your left hip and pivot the right toes to face the sky, coming into an intense side stretch. Lift your arms up towards the sky, twist your chest to face the left, and on your exhale, bend down towards your right extended leg. Right arm comes to the inside of right leg. Feel your chest up, gaze up underneath your left armpit. And again, if it's in your practice, you might create a bind with your foot, peeling your chest up wherever you are. Lengthen the left hip point down. Inhale to rise all the way back up to the top. Cartwheel the arms back to the top of the mat, and then just press it back to downward facing dog one last time. Just pedaling any final things out, left and right. Taking your dog for a walk. Bend your knees, gaze towards your hands, and walk your feet all the way to meet your hands at the top of the mat. Separate your feet about mat's distance, heels in, toes out. Inhale to rise all the way up to standing, palms touch all the way at the top. And on your exhale, draw your hands down to heart center. Sink your hips low, come to Malasana Yogi Squat. Actively press your arms into your legs and your legs into your arms. Lengthen the tailbone down, lift the crown of your head up, spine is straight, open your chest. You might find some gentle movement, just swaying left and right, sending your breath into your hips. Easiest way to get there, Plopasana, just plop your seat down, and then we'll gently make our way down onto our spine. Once we've arrived, take a moment to hug your knees in towards your chest, wrap yourself up, and just send yourself a little empathy, love, forgiveness, gratitude, and acceptance. Give yourself a little thanks for showing up to your practice, setting time for you, a little self-care. Eventually float your feet down onto the mat, setting up for bridge pose. Hike your hips all the way up towards the sky, knees drawing forwards. Deep breath in. Long exhale out. Melt your hips all the way back down. Coming to our final pose, Shavasana. You can have your arms extended long to the sides of the body with the palms face up. You can have your feet on the mat with your knees knocking in towards each other, or maybe legs extended long, heels in, toes knocking out. Close your eyes or soft gaze towards your nose, and just allow yourself to fully let go. Bring your awareness to your breath. Feel the cool air as you inhale, and the heat as you exhale. Beginning a breathing exercise called box breath. On your next breath in, take a deep inhale in for a count of 4. 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top for 4. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold empty. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold empty. 4, 3, 2, 1. Try to stay with this at your pace, a few more rounds of breath. Just counting to 4 each cycle. You were meant to change. You were meant to change your mind. You were meant to change your perception. You were meant to change what you think you want within this world. You were meant to evolve. You were meant to adapt. You were meant to grow. You were meant to shed old layers. You were meant to let go. The body is designed to digest and metabolize and renew itself cell by cell and thought by thought. Trust the process. Realize that we don't ever really have to let go. We just have to accept what's already gone. We don't have to grieve what we think the world took, but to remember that whatever beauty we grew within our lives is still within us. And wherever we go, and whatever we do next, we will grow it there too. Everything that's truly meant for you will be waiting for you on the other side, because everything that's truly meant for you is still within you. It always has been. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. Until next time, namaste.